So this is all I've been thinking about lately. This screwdriver.
This one specifically.
This one specifically. I'll tell you how to pick out a screwdriver for self-defense. There is a joke that I know you want to make in this video. You are not to make that joke in this video.
You're right, no screwing around.
That's not the one.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think you just could hurt somebody with a screwdriver. I think you could do a serious amount of damage with a screwdriver. It's extremely effective for self-defense, and it might be, I like this better than a hammer.
Mm-hmm. It's better than a hammer?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is the best self-defense tool, literal tool for self-defense. There's some kind of thumbnail in there.
Not like
Self-defense
a self-defense
tools.
tool.
Tools
like
are
a self-defense tool.
Exactly. Obviously, everyone knows I'm a fan of the hammer.
Yeah.
I think this is actually superior to a hammer for self-defense for a multitude of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna explain.
Why is it every time that I come here, he's punching a different sports ball in a rope?
First of all, this is manly shit. Using tools, like hurting a person with a tool is manly shit.
Yeah.
This is some manly stuff right here.
Okay.
This video is sponsored by Jake's Mint Chew. Check it out. They said, hey, do you want some of these? And I was like, no, I don't want any of these. They're pouches that you put in.
Right.
Yeah. And then they sent them to me anyway.
Nice.
I love them. I'm using them every day. So mine is CBD, but they have non-CBD ones. This is just straight mint.
Okay.
There's no tobacco, no nicotine. It's just
It feels like...
straight mint.
Yeah.
And they make your breath like smell my breath.
That's pretty minty.
I have not brushed my teeth today. You're gonna feel like a big old man when you put this in your mouth. Stick that down between your gum and your, right?
That's pretty minty.
Don't you feel like a big old, but don't you feel like you're doing something cool? There's nothing to spit. You swallow the juices, especially the CBD one, and they're not expensive. So I can put this in my mouth. I don't believe in chewing gum and trying to give people orders, and I don't think you should chew gum on the mat. So when I'm doing like classes, and when I'm doing like, I don't want to chew gum and be like, yo, go hit that. But I can put this in my mouth.
Chewing gum looks lazy. Like
I cannot take you seriously. I can't take you seriously. I prefer the straight mint. It's the mintiest without being too strong. The wintergreen is a little milder of a mint, and then the natural spearmint is like if you really like to like feel the mint. That one's the strongest. This is like eating a peppermint after dinner. That's what this tastes like. That's the one you've got, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But they also have like citrus flavors. They have coffee flavors. Go check out that link down below to Jake's Mint Chews. Like, this is wholly concealable.
Yeah, right.
Wholly concealable and innocuous, right? I can put this in a pocket. I can get a fighting grip on it while it's in my pocket.
Yeah.
The other big thing about self-defense, and even this size, this is sort of the size I've settled on. And you know what people are thinking right now? But you hate Kubotans. This is just a Kubotan. I think the screwdriver is more a Kubotan than a Kubotan. Don't say it.
Do you know?
Don't.
Yeah. It's a screw baton.
The problem with the Kubotan, it's uniform in length and width or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones that I've liked are ones I can get a big fat grip on.
Yeah.
Right? But then you're left with a big fat thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This pinpoints all, and a lot of this seems like no-brainers.
Yeah.
But to understand, if you can get a full fighting grip on the thing, and have all that force going into one spot, it doesn't need to be sharp. It doesn't need to be a blade. Here's the added benefit. I can put this in my pocket safely.
Yeah.
I won't hurt myself with it terribly like I would if I wanted to deep conceal something much more dangerous. Yes, kids can still hurt themselves with it, but you could theoretically leave this around.
Yeah, easily.
Right?
Like you probably do leave it around.
I leave these around. Well, I leave some pretty crazy stuff around. But here's the best part. I want you to tell me, if we were in a context of anything other than a gym, if we were anywhere, and you saw a guy, now if I was holding it like this.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Right? But say I'm just walking around, I'm holding it in my hand like this, and I'm like, what's up? And I'm even getting something out of my car, or I'm walking to the mailbox, or I'm doing anything, and I'm just holding it in my hand in this grip. How innocuous is that?
Oh, yeah. I figured you just like fixed an electrical outlet.
I don't know why. Comment below if you can figure out why.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like a Phillips head better than a flat head. But something about the Phillips head to me, I have not put one of these through a person. Yeah. I have fought a guy who was trying to use a screwdriver on me. Mm-hmm. I have not fought a guy while trying to use a screwdriver on him. But it doesn't even have to just be the strikes. If you shoot in for a takedown or something like that, and I'm doing my takedown defense, and I can add this in anywhere. And what kind of face is he already making? I haven't touched him with it yet. Is he already sort of like, right? As soon as I want to show you. Come here.
Oh gosh.
I want to show you what I did to his neck. No. This is what I did. This is how hard I pushed.
Okay. Yeah, on the neck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's
hurts.
just...
the muscles that do this, like I didn't even...
Yeah.
So if we add in any sort of hard push, I'm touching you.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the technical application of it, like techniques that we would actually use, it doesn't take a lot of thought. My absolute favorite one, I use the delivery system of boxing to deliver this. I guess I should use the trainer.
Yeah.
If you want to see like how I make training weapons, like where I get this stuff, I'll link a video up there in the cards if you want to watch that. It's pretty simple and not expensive. But the methods for using it are the same as any other like handheld impact weapon. I use the delivery system of boxing. It's informed by decisions that I would make in boxing, high guard, hands up. If I wanted to conceal it, and this was sort of like a sucker punch type situation, it would be very difficult to make a self-defense case for that.
Yeah.
Not impossible. Like say you had already produced your weapon, but we're not yet putting it between us. Like you're menacing. No, you told me, I'm gonna kill you with this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you've communicated that to me, and I have this well-concealed small object.
Yeah.
Creating distance might be the play, but I might not be in a situation where I could. I might know that I need to go that way.
Yeah.
You might be between me and the exit. You might be between me and a loved one. Or for whatever reason, I can't go that way, and you've already communicated this is sort of a lethal force thing.
Yeah, I am cornering you, and I'm going to do something bad to you with what's in my hand.
That's exactly how bad guys talk. And then you might go to like a preemptive strike. Laws vary by locale.
Yeah.
This is not legal advice, but I'm saying where I live, there are legally justified cases of the first attack being thrown.
Sure.
You know, because this is a form of attack if you threaten me with that.
Yeah, right.
But even if we limit this and we say it's not a lethal force thing and say I want to use it in sort of a more defensive, like a fist fight sort of way, it'd be informed by boxing. My hands would be up. He would be trying to box me or whatever, and I would just be attacking like this, which is not different, not sufficiently different than me blocking or parrying.
Right.
The punching, I actually kind of like the idea of punching, using. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I'm just like, I'm gonna get you,
right.
He's gonna fix it.
Yeah, right.
Right? And it becomes this. And then maybe it works. But I kind of like it to be backed up by the idea that I'm like, let's, you know?
Yeah.
Like I still want to use all my same. That's my favorite. That's my absolute favorite backhanded attack.
Honestly, people are gonna see it and they're gonna be like, yeah, okay, he's landed it.
I landed
when we were sparring. And I was looking for your hands to
and you know that I do it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's still because you sell this. People cannot help. It doesn't matter how many times I do this move to my sparring partners, because it could also be this.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So fake, go.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about the screwdriver, what is one of my criteria? Even if you block it.
Yeah.
Even if you block it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that is...
So from a defensive, I think advantage-wise, this has a ton. Mm-hmm. You can apply lethal or non-lethal force with it.
Okay.
You can carry it anywhere. You can have it in plain sight, and very few people will question it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I love it. It doesn't have a ton of disadvantages. It's not the most lethal thing. This is not a 6.5 Creedmoor at 500 yards.
Yeah.
Right? It's not the most lethal thing.
Right.
But what downsides does it have? Analyst, can you think of like
you can argue there are more effective weapons, but like it's fine for what you want it for.
Right, that's kind of my thing with the flashlight, is there are weapons that hurt people more. I'm not saying there's not, like I'd have a big spiked mace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And cave your head in.
A tactical nuke.
But I could have a satellite that shoots lasers at you.
I think it could count as a lethal weapon that you drew in an altercation, but you should only use it if that's already justified.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
You're absolutely right, because if it was a police officer defending, and I have had this happen more than once. Someone tried to use a screwdriver on me while I was policing. If someone's coming at you with a screwdriver, that's a lethal force encounter.
Yeah.
If you are using a screwdriver, you are on the hook for lethal force, legally speaking.
Okay.
But from a moral perspective, I don't have to use lethal force. So if you're in a country where you can't carry any weapons,
Yeah.
you know, if you're in an environment where you can't carry any weapons, this is okay. I firmly believe could be your primary self-defense weapon. I don't know of any environment where this is prohibited. You know?
No.
Like you couldn't
Yeah.
go into a concert with it.
I mean,
but you
like,
can go to the
yeah.
gas station with it.
You can't
could
go on an airplane. Pretty much anywhere they're gonna have metal detector checks.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
And here's
but-
the added benefit. If you go anywhere where you can't take this, and they want to take it from you, or you got to throw it in a trash can or whatever.
$2.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
couple bucks.
Yeah.
It's not my $400 everyday carry knife.
Yeah.
It's not a $150 flashlight.
Right.
You know,
You
it's
could
not
just
a.
be like, oh,
It's not
didn't even let it out
$1,000
there.
pistol that I find out I can't go into the baseball game with it. I think these are cool. These are fun. I
Yeah.
feel like a big old man with my,
Yeah.
you know, my
Yeah.
thing in my, yeah. You feel like you're
With
doing
that thing in
something.
your mouth.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. And if you are trying to quit, and you, cigarettes or tobacco or anything like that,
Yeah.
but you just want to have a thing in your mouth, that's a thing. Like is it oral fixation? Or am I talking about something different? Am I getting
You're
mixed up?
talking about something slightly
Am I getting a little
different,
mixed up
I
here?
think.
If
Yeah.
people know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah,
had a buddy.
yeah.
He used to chew plastic all the time. He had to have something.
Yeah, he
you know, he'd
definitely
chew a little
had
piece of
what
plastic.
you talk
Probably
about.
not good for you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
right.
guess, yeah.
This is mint and or CBD if you want CBD. But there's a link down below. Go check out Jake's mint chews. I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Oh my god. And this does it better than a Kubotan.
Yeah, it does.
Without being a knife.
Yeah.
It's pointier than a Kubotan. Like it's gonna feel worse if it's just pressed
With a
into
better
it.
handle.
Yeah, most of the time.
All right, guys. If you like this kind of content, you want to see more.
You screwed up.